Hi guys, how are y'all doing? I've come to do a review of all the pages I've done in August. Now the last video I did on all the finished pages, I was doing them every 3 months, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and do them monthly because the last one was quite a long video. And I think when you're looking at finished pages, you kind of want to have a little bit shorter video. So got enough pages, I think, to give you a nice little 10-minute video here. I'm going to do is move the books kind of out of the way here, and then I will show you each page. Sorry, move the camera individually. Now, I've gotten a couple of these books. I've actually gotten 3. 2 of these have been gifts, and then I bought one. And I take them, and I do the, not first page, but the second page. So this one I did in Arteza. Now when I do these pages, I'm trying to test out what the pencils are going to be like for the rest of the book. I tested Artezas in here along with Distress ink. These are the Arteza pencils, but you can add water to most of these, and they work kind of like a watercolor, kind of like their watercolor set. So these are the pencils, and I put water on them, and they did a really good job not leaking through. I have a little wrinkle right there, but I put a little too much water on him. But other than that, they work. Water soluble stuff works good in these books. It's a nice thick paper. So that is the unicorn one, and I did one in the cat book. And this one is done with Prismacolors, Distress inks, a little bit of water splattered on there, and stamping with my little tiny dot stamp that I have, and a Signo Uniball broad pen for the white in there. And again, the water, you can't even tell it was there, so that's cool. I have a whip going on in this one. Let's see if I can find it. It's not going to be done this month, but ta-da, there you go. Okay, in Magical Dawn, we have a couple of pictures in here. So we did this double page spread here. The book itself, remember that Magical Dawn is a book I'm doing all in the 4 colors, purple, blue, pink, and greens, the same pencils. So we did this one with a black acrylic background, so I painted around all the little, they had little circles and little stars in here. Then I painted out that background, going around everything else, trying not to paint over all the little teeny tiny lines, and then colored them in their Prismacolor colors. There's a lot of glitter on here. I don't know if you can pick that up. We try. There you go, you get some of it. So there's glitter on the stars, the beads, the birds, and that's all stickles in diamond. And then there's, besides the black acrylic background, there's a white acrylic splattered on with a paintbrush to give it like the star effect in the background. So that one, and I did a bird. There's the birdie. That one. I did a lot of birds. I was kind of like, yeah, this one. This bird here, she is done in all the 3 colors. A lot of stickles on this one too. You can see that. The background is also done with stickles and Distress ink. And of course the same colors. This one was for the Hannah Carlson 5 project that was going on. Then I did these pictures here. This one was the, this is, I believe, the last video I did, and she was the one right before it. You can tell that they have stickles on. She's got it on all her jewelry. The background here with the silver and the diamond colored stickles, and then that's all over the bottles. They just shine like crazy. Distress ink in the background, little spritz of water to give it that little effect. And I believe that is all in here for this month. I don't know if I showed this one in my last video. This one was the end of July, and it's just the lanterns. I colored everything black on here, just did the lanterns in green, and the distress ink in the background is blue to match the candles, kind of made a little glow around them. And of course the little moths are really cute. And that one, again, this whole book is covered in glitter. It's really cool when you go through it page by page. Okay, that one. I also don't know if I showed this book. I received a couple of these from, I have the whole set now. Susan herself sent me a couple, and one of my subscribers sent me a couple, so I have a nice set of these. I tested out my Artisas on this page, and these are the pencils on this side, and on him also. This is the color combination I used for the wood and the little guy leaves and the flowers. If you wanted to pause that, you could grab those colors. And I think that's all I did in here so far. I did the Wolfie too. So the wolf is done in the watercolor pencils, along with, of course, some stickles, because he has to have some shine on him too. It goes all the way up his page. And then I did a, I believe I used a little bit of the real pens, Artisa's real water pens, brush pens, and I put it on a white sheet, and I picked it up with water, and I splattered that on the page like I do with the white, and gave it kind of that splattered background on there. And yeah, that would be it. This is a really cool book. It's a creative companion, so it has a place to put your colors. It has monthly things you can write in. She's going to come out with another book of this, I believe. That's a really fun book. Put all your color swatches in there. It's neat. I was gifted this book, and I did one page in here. So we did the book belongs to. She is also covered in a lot of stickles, so the whole page has got it. These are diamond stickles, I believe, on here. She has been done with, I don't know, I'm trying to think, I think, Polychromos, Artisa Twee markers, Wink of Stella, Posca white pen. And the neon is used for the blankets. This is neon yellow and the Twee marker. I love the neon colors in that set. It is really fun to add on top of other colors. And you will see that done in a rooster in another page. Yeah, she's got stickles all over the place. I really liked how she turned out. She was fun to color. I have to do more in this book. I just haven't had the time. Okay, next one, Summer Nights. I have to see what page I did in Summer Nights. I should have marked all these down. Sorry. I know I did one. Hold on. I may not have. We'll leave this one off to the side. we'll do with the one I did in Spirit Animals. Okay, we did one picture in here, and it is the Dragonfly. I painted the background with the black acrylic, splattered it with the white, and I used iridescent color on the wings. It's this fine tech. And I used the one down here. It's a silver color. I kind of took a pencil and drew in very faintly some lines to extend the background underneath the wings. You can kind of see that through there, the line that comes up to the tip of this leaf. And then I painted the parts with the iridescent shiny paint, and depending on how you see it, you either see through them or you see beautiful shine. We also have stickles on the butterfly, the dragonfly here. Some of the silver gel pen and silver berries on here. And I think he turned out really cool. So he shines and glitters. And I love that color combination I used on him. I believe there's a video up on that one. So that one's done. We did a Animorphia page. Double spread owls. I think they're cute. So we did this one with the acrylics. We have distress ink all over here, a little bit of the ink tints, polychromos, and Prisma. The only thing I don't have on this page is glitter. But I think they turned out really cool. I had fun with that. Okay, we did one in Fantasia. No, there is not a video on this page. I did this one just for fun. This is the rooster that I used the neon yellow on his tail. You can see it pretty bright back here, and in his feathers. So I colored him up first and put the neon on top of the pencil, and it came through really nice. Gave it that cool effect. Then we used, oh boy, I think I used Prismas on here, and I used polys and just about anything else I could find on my desk just to try it out on it. Wanted to test the paper. You can tell this paper is a little crinkly. I put water on the distress ink. I put distress ink down, and I put oxide ink down to test it. And when you put water on that, it made the paper pretty crinkly. You can tell on the back side here, that's the first time this has happened, is the ink. You notice it's purple on this side, bled through, kind of in a little light pink, a tiny bit. But I put a lot of water on it. You can tell by how crinkled the back page is. Considering these are one-sided, you can use just about anything you want to color on them, because as long as you put something behind the page, so it won't get on the other page, you can, have stuff that seeps through. Your Copics and your alcohol markers would work on that nicely too. Just remember the paper will crinkle. Most of the time when I close a book and put weight on it, it flattens out. It has not done that in this book yet. Stay. Okay, we've got mouse guard, and I did a video on one of these pages here. And I kind of said in the video that I'd probably do the other side, and I did. This one was off camera. This one, there is a video for it. This is done in distress inks and ink tints. A little tiny bit of either polychromos or Prisma pencils, just for doing some defining marks on, like her hood, and darkening up the cattails and such. Those were really fun to do. This one was mostly done with distress ink, just laying it down on there. A little bit of water technique on this side too. This book is great for water. It just takes it, and like I said, the pages just kind of lay back down after a while. Love this book. So those 2 pages. And then the last one, of course, is my ink house, which I absolutely love to do. And it was this page here with Willem de Wolf and his little sheepy friend. This one is done in Distress ink and ink tints with a tiny bit of pencil just to add a little darkness on it. I think he turned out really cool. I don't have very many pages left in this book, so I'm kind of putting off finishing it so I'll still have something to color in here. Okay, well, that's it. That's all the pages that I did this month that I can find. I hope you enjoyed. I'm so glad that you kind of like watching these videos. Thank you for subscribing and liking my videos too. I really appreciate it. These books are fun. I recommend these. They're just fun coloring. So I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you all have a great day. Take care. Be safe. Bye now.